Hello, my beautiful loves. Welcome back to the Ace of Spades University channel. So, today I want to discuss something that has really disturbed my spirit, and that is the untimely death of Shanquella Robinson. So, what was supposed to be a fun trip to Cabo, Mexico with her quote unquote friends, because these people were not her friends, turned into a brutal beating that was captured online. I'm not going to share the video, but it's all up and down my timeline of this young girl being brutalized and eventually beat to death by people who are recording her while she's naked. She sounds, I don't know if it's intoxicated or incapacitated, but like her faculties aren't fully there. Supposedly the man's voice, though we can hear the young man's voice telling her, he's telling her to fight back while she's getting brutalized by another young woman. And I mean, they've doxed these you know people. They have their addresses, their pictures, and yep, the people who she was on the trip with have all gone private. So they haven't been charged with anything as of yet, but the video footage is alarming to say the least. On my channel, I try not to disparage anyone. I'm not in the legal system. I'm not, a part of law enforcement or anything like that. What I am is a concerned Black woman who saw a young woman being beaten while other people were videotaping. Like, he's telling her to fight back like it was like pay-per-view or something. And they they just left her there. And then when her mom called to try to find out what happened when they came back from Mexico without her daughter, the mom said that they were telling her all kind of different stories like alcohol poisoning, et cetera, et cetera. The autopsy report showed that she suffered a broken spine and head trauma. I believe that's what it was. But basically, it was from being brutalized and beaten. I don't know if what happened after that video, so I can only say allegedly that those wounds shown from that young woman beating her while she was naked in that hotel room. Oh my goodness. And they were standing there filming. Nobody intervened. Nobody said or did anything. I need us to do better. I need for us to value one another more. Not only as Black women, but as human beings. And I mean it. When I saw that video, my heart just broke because again, you have two young women fighting, one's naked, people are standing around recording. I mean, it's just disgusting. You're just supposed to be her friends, quote unquote. Like, no, baby, those were not your friends. And then the guy's like, we'll fight back, fight back. This is not a pay-per-view. If you want to see a boxing match, you know what I'm saying? Go to Vegas. Like, this is ridiculous. 24 hours after she landed in Cabo, Mexico, she turns up dead. And they just leave her there and fly back home. I I'm at a loss for words. I really do. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take because I feel like we're becoming more desensitized to violence, not only, with all the mass shootings going on and the loss of life from COVID, but also just, I feel like seeing those videos not only would re-traumatize the family, but it has a numbing effect. It desensitizes us to that level of violence. And it was actually difficult trying to find pictures of Shanquella that didn't depict her as naked or just with her being fully clothed. But as you see here, she was a young, beautiful woman. I mean, she had her whole life ahead of her. She had just graduated here. And that's just a loss of life, a loss of talent, a loss not only to her family, but to society as a whole, to the world. And my I just implore everyone, like my hope and my prayer is that just be careful with who you surround yourself with. It reminds me of the young woman, well, I guess she wasn't young, she was 40, but Tamara, when she had a night out with all her friends in Georgia, and it was supposed to be like an adult sleepover, and she was the only black girl there. Okay, that's red flag number one. Like, mm-mm. But again, they all had different stories, and they blamed her death on some kind of substance, alcohol abuse or weed or whatever the case may be. But no, it was, I believe she died from a blunt head force trauma, and she had fell over the railing, and none of her quote unquote friends helped her. They left her there outside in the cold. They left her body. Similar to this situation with Shanquella. Justice for Quella, man. Like, I'm so tired of seeing all of our young black people, especially women, just, as Malcolm X said, just unprotected, just left out there, for them to just be tape recording that fight and then to post it online. Like, I don't know what they expected to happen. I mean, how would they not expect that to come back on them? Or I don't know, the whole situation is just really sad. I mean, to fight somebody while they're naked and incapacitated is just beyond disgusting. And I just, my heart is broken. I really need for all of us to do better. Sisters, watch out for each other, because everybody's not your friend. Keep your head on a swivel. Just know that you cannot trust everybody. Please be careful out there. I mean, it's like, when you're young, you want to travel and explore and see the world, and you should be able to without fearing for your own life and your safety with your travel companion. I mean, dang, like, going to another country is already scary enough without having to worry about the people who you are traveling with trying to kill you in your hotel room, allegedly, right? That video was just sickening. I really hope that they stop circulating it or it gets taken down. And my thoughts and prayers are with her mother, because, again, they came back and they each had a different story as to what happened to Shanquella, alcohol poisoning and this and that. It's like, no, that's not what the autopsy said at all. And that video footage is extremely incriminating. Again, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a part of law enforcement or a judge, but I don't see it. boding well for the people that were supposed to be her friends. So that's my takeaway. Take care of yourselves and each other. And ladies, be careful. Not everybody out here is your friend. Keep your head on a swivel and try to stay as safe as you can. I love each and every one of you. Drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Talk with you later. Take care. Bye.